You're outside on a sunny day, you're doing some filming with a shutter speed of a 50th or a 60th of a second, and you want to get a nice shallow depth of field to your image, that is a crisp foreground for example and a blurred background. You might find this quite hard to do, especially in bright sunny days, bright lighting conditions, and that's because when you open up the aperture of your lens wide, you're going to find too much light comes into the camera and the image will be overexposed. So the way, obviously, you remedy this is to use a neutral density filter, which is fine, but they're really expensive. And so I'm going to show you today how to build a cheap makeshift version of the neutral density filter using neutral density gel, which is really cheap. These things, if you can buy them proper ones, but it can cost you a few £100 if you get a decent one. But I've managed to knock together these things which do a pretty good job. And what they do is just slot onto the end of your lens like that and reduce the amount of light which is going to reach your camera's sensor or film if you're using a film camera. So you just have to make an individual one of these for each lens. These are the components you need to make these neutral density filters. This is the first thing, which is foam board. You can get it from most craft shops. It's just foam inside and then white paper on the outside with a matte finish. If you can, get the thicker stuff, about 5mm, because it will go on the end of the camera more easily if it's thicker. But if not, just use the thinner stuff. And the other main component you need is this, which is neutral density gel. And you can get this stuff from most photographic shops. This is Lee, but you can get other brands. Okay, so let's say I want to make a filter for this lens here, which is a 100mm macro lens. I just take the lens off the camera, take the lens cap off. Then I need to mark round this with a pencil. And I'm going to cut that out.